Bumpers live from Reading last weekend here. More Reading highlights right here on Introducing. Then after the show at 9, you can watch them on the red button. It was the first ever BBC Introducing live stream last weekend from the Introducing stage at Reading, and you can still relive it. bbc.co.uk/introducing.
BBC Introducing, supporting unsigned, undiscovered and under-the-radar musicians across the UK.
Yeah, it includes highlights, what's on there at the moment. Dog is Dead, Slaves, and our very own Zahir from Milton Keynes, who you'll hear more from very shortly. Now, in the studio with me now is Reboot the Robot. Hello!
Hey, how you doing?
I'm good, thanks. How are you, sir?
Fantastic.
Now, that's not a Beds, Hearts or Bucks voice, is it?
No, it's not, actually.
Where are you from originally?
Actually, I'm from here, and then I moved to America when I was 10.
Oh, wow. Whereabouts in America?
Texas.
What's that like as a music scene compared to, you know, the UK and the scenes we've got around this area?
I'm not really sure because I just now started experiencing the UK music scene here, but Texas is pretty big. The bigger cities tend to have a lot of rap, a lot of hip-hop. There is a lot of metal. And then right after Texas, I moved to Florida, which is a lot of punk rock.
Yeah.
It's a lot of very indie and underground alternative type stuff, like Newfound Glory is from there. And I mean, it's a great scene, especially in Florida.
And Reboot the Robot, is that just you, or have you got more in?
It's just me, but what I do is I have a hard time. With bands, it's difficult because you have to kind of coordinate schedules and practices and things like that, and you always have the one guy that either doesn't have the money to record or he can't make it because he's at his girlfriend's birthday party or whatever.
Presenting this show meant that I had to give up my band because it's Saturday nights. I can't gig. Yeah. So
what I do is I write the music. A lot of times I'll come up with the guitars, the lines, and the drums, and then what I do is I work with a producer, and I say, here's what I'm looking for, this is what I want, and then we go through different types of drum tracks or guitar tracks, and we say, this is what we do or we do not want, and that's what forms you know, the full band albums.
And that's bringing in all the extra musicians and stuff. So you're now in the UK, and I mean, do you think your sound is influenced by the American, you know, listening you've done over the years?
I think so. Because where I'm from in America, specifically in Florida, there's a lot of underground bands that never got the chance to really kind of pop up, but a lot of them I was raised on because when I was a young teenager, bands like Fear Before, The March of Flames, or Fear of Understanding, those guys, even though they didn't make it big, they had a profound influence on me, and so when I write my music, I kind of write from the influences that those bands brought to me when I was younger on.
What are you writing about? You know, what?
It really depends. It really depends. I write often a lot about girls because some of them are just horrible, and I have a really hard time communicating. I'm not really good at speaking to people. It's very difficult for me. But I can write a song about it all day. Right. So if I have an issue with somebody, I'll play it cool around them, and then I'll write like a song about it, and then they'll be like, "Is that about me?"
It's about you, brilliant.
It's about you, you know, and then like so, you know, but it works out. So.
You're going to play 2 unplugged tracks for us tonight.
Yeah.
I want to get the first one as soon as possible. What is that one?
I Can't Hardly Breathe.
Is it from an album or from an EP?
Yeah, I just had an album drop on the 30th of July called Wellsborn.
Right, yes.
Yeah, and that's probably my most ambitious thing I think I've done. Yeah, I recorded it in a buddy's mother's bedroom and on a Air Force base on their community center. Yeah, so we recorded it, and there was a few issues of planes flying overhead and stuff, so we had to stop recording.
Stop and start.
Because you have a great take.
Brilliant.
You know, like a jet, and you're like, you do it again.
Well, no jets tonight, so let's get you on if it's okay. Here we go.
BBC Introducing, supporting unsigned, undiscovered and under-the-radar musicians across the UK.
And performing live and unplugged for you tonight, it's Reboot the Robot.
You got a beautiful name, and I love the way it rolls off my tongue. And I've come undone, and I am under your spell. It's as beautiful as the wind that blows beneath and I breathe you in. A flashing smile and a glimpse in your eyes, your hair blowing through a breeze. I am covered in red. You're 5,000 miles away, but I see you everywhere. You're in my dreams and in my thoughts and on my mind. And I hold on to forever just to see you smile, because I think you're beautiful. You say I'm in denial, but I can't breathe. No, I can't breathe. And I think I'm going insane, but you promise it'll be okay, 'cause you're broken too. And I'm so all about you, with your hazel-colored eyes. When you smile at me, it brightens up my sky. Oh. And your laugh is incredible, with your fashion picks and Aztec prints. Your style's debatable. You're 5,000 miles away, but I see you everywhere. You're in my dreams and in my thoughts and on my mind. And I'd hold on to forever just to see you smile, because I think you're beautiful. You say I'm in denial, but I can't breathe. No, I can't breathe. You're 5,000 miles away, but I see you everywhere. You're in my dreams and in my thoughts and on my mind. And I'd hold on to forever just to see you smile, because I think you're beautiful. You say I'm in denial, but I can't
Nice work, nice work. Enjoying that a lot. That was brilliant. That was absolutely brilliant.
Thank
so
you.
that is on the EP,
Yes.
and where sorry, album.
Yeah.
And whereabouts on the album will we find that
Oh
track?
man, I don't know. I think it's like track 11.
Track 11.
I
All
think
right.
so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So where is Wellsbourne? Is it?
It's in Warwickshire, actually. My girlfriend lives up there. And when I was writing the album, it was a long distance relationship. She was here and I was in America, so I would fly back and forth between America and the UK, which is very expensive in case you don't know. And so yeah, and Wellsbourne's kind of just an obscure little town. It's in the middle of nowhere. There's not a lot going on for it, but I liked it a lot, and obviously she lived there, so a lot of the stuff that was on the album was based there. So I just figured it was the natural title. I think yeah.
Where can people get hold of it? Is it available downloads or physical copies?
iTunes, Amazon. It's on Spotify. It's pretty much anywhere online. Indie artists have a hard time getting their brick and mortar shelves, obviously, but I mean we'll see where it goes. But right now it is online everywhere. So
what's next? What's plans for? Do you start once that album's out? Do you start writing another one? Or?
Yeah, actually, as soon as we were done, one of my buddies who's a producer asked me if we could start working on an album. I'm like, I haven't even written it yet, man. Like, you're gonna have to calm down. Because he wanted to come here in August, and I just moved here in July. He's like, I'll be there in August. I'm like, I haven't written anything. So, but it really depends because with my work schedule, I'm in the military as well. So, yeah. So I mean, balancing that out and then tours, and I only get a month of leave a year. So, when I do have time off, I usually try to tour.
Do you get? I mean, from your employer, do you get much support? I mean,
yeah, I get a great amount of support. I'm really big into like playing for charities and things. I'm not really in it to make money, and I've never really been about money. So a lot of times what I do is I get days off to go play for major charities. So that's a big thing for me. Yeah, I enjoy helping people, and then they're pretty supportive as far as publications. Military Times featured me in their newspaper and in their magazines, and so yeah.
Any gigs coming up? Any stuff that we can
Not
find?
Not at the moment. I just moved here. I don't even know where the closest gig is.
Right. How do we then follow you and keep in touch with you and find out when you are going to start gigging?
You can get a hold of me on Twitter, twitter.com/RTRmusic, MUSIC, facebook.com/Reboot The Robot, and then on YouTube, there's a whole bunch of lyric videos specifically for this new album that came out, and that's youtube.com/RTRMUZAC, Muzak.
Right.
And of course, RebootTheRobot.com.
Nice one. Thank you so much for coming in. Thank you so much for playing for us tonight. We'll get your second track on if that's all right. What's this one called?
This one's called Even When It's Cold.
Even When It's Cold. And this is on the album as well?
Yes, sir.
This is another album track.
Yeah,
BBC introducing. If you're making music, we want to hear.
You've heard one track from him already, and here is one more. This is unsigned, acoustic phenomenalness tonight, if that's even a word. It's Reboot the Robot.
Overcast and darkened skies, lots of light, lots of sunshine, frozen bones, rustic leaves, remnants of summer's legacy. Brings flowers sing of a cold long gone and attitude. I sing for you, so just hold on. Light a fire in your soul. Keep it burning even through the winter cold. Resist the ice and melt the snow. It's always warm in your heart, even when it's cold. It's always warm in your heart, even when it's cold. And I am always in your heart, even when it's cold.
Reboot the Robot, superb, live tonight on BBC Three Counties Radio. Absolutely fantastic. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
See you later. That was Reboot the Robot playing live 2 acoustic and unplugged tracks tonight on BBC Three Counties Radio. Do you fancy doing that? Then upload your music, bbc.co.uk/introducing. That's where the uploader is. And you might be coming in and playing on the show for us any Saturday night, 8 o'clock, every Saturday night. BBC introducing the very best in unsigned music from across beds, hearts and bucks. Now, Reading and Leeds last weekend.